I love you too, Carlo.
Listen then, Lord, in your mercy to our prayers, that the gates of paradise may be opened to your servant, and that we who are left may console one another with words of faith. The Lord giveth, and the Lord hath taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. In spite of this tragic accident, in death as in life, the spirit of Sabrina Longworth will be with us always. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. If there are any further floral tributes, you may bring them now.
I can't believe it. Richard is actually giving her roses.
I bet he stole them off a grave on his way in. Probably his mother's.
Oh, Brian.
Couldn't the Lord have let Richard die? Instead of that darling girl and her Carlo.
Right. Gave me a fright to see her sister walking here. Could have sworn the dead had come to life.
Strengthen the hope of resurrection, in whose bodies are subject to decay. Grant, we pray, that your servant may rest at peace in this grave, until that day when you, the resurrection and the life, enrich her with life made new. May she, in the light of your countenance, behold eternal light in heaven, you who live and reign forever. Amen.
I'm so sorry. We never should have done it.
Oh, come on, Mom. I just don't feel like going to school today. I can't stand that Mrs. Wadsworth.
Penny, this is
Or
not a
that
discussion.
nerd
You're going to
and
school.
sickness. Move over, Mom. I'm gonna be late.
Leave the cat. Mark, what are you doing, Mark? Honest to God, Mark. Penny, will you please turn down the television? It's driving me crazy. I can't even hear myself think. Grant, would you talk to her about school?
Hmm?
Would you talk to her about school?
What?
Didn't you hear anything I said?
He never hears anything you say.
You know, I still can't believe this. Calling me the Christopher Columbus of genetic research.
Well, aren't you?
Oh, no, honey, I'm just one of the crew. But maybe they're trying to tell me something. Christopher Columbus didn't know where he was going either. Thank you very much.
Grant, do you think you could Do me a favor and drive the carpool today. I've got 1,000 things to do and I'm running late.
No, I can't. I have an 8 o'clock, then I have to start preparing for a seminar.
Could you at least maybe try to help to get the kids ready?
Right. Okay, kids, let's go. Come on, up.
I don't want
Finish
to,
it up, let's go.
Dad.
Well, you got to. It's carpool time. Come on. I know nobody in this family needs an education, but let's give it a try, huh? March. March!
Come on, Mark.
Steph,
What?
I'm sorry about last night.
It was after midnight. Again.
Well, like I said, I didn't mean to work so late, but I guess that's what research is. Working late.
And what am I supposed to do while you read your own publicity?
Steph, this is a partnership here. I thought we were working for this kind.
I'm not a part of this anymore. It's just you and your career. All I do is play mother and father and go to work at the student store. And
I told you last night, you know, it's fine with me if you quit the damn job.
I can't.
Why not?
Because we need the money.
If you two are finished fighting, we'd better leave now.
We're not fighting, Mark. We're just talking things over.
Is that what you were doing last night, too?
Mark.
It's not our fault if we heard you.
Well, there's Harold. He's driving me in. Steph, we're just victims of suburbia. Mwah. Take it easy. Have a good day, school.
Dad,
What?
you coming to soccer practice today? 4 o'clock?
I'll try my best.
You've been saying that for a year.
Well, at least I'm consistent. Take it easy, girls.
You're the only one who understands, aren't you, Mr. Cat? Mm.
How much?
$3.25.
You're Professor Roberts' wife, aren't you?
That's right.
I'm in one of his classes. Rita McMillan.
You're a lucky woman. They get younger and prettier every day, don't they? Or maybe I just get older and flabbier. Huh. Oh, come on, Stephanie. Come on. Let's go have lunch. Okay. Grant's student. She was very pretty, wasn't she? Yeah. I'm sure my professorial husband wouldn't mind tutoring her. Stephanie, you've got to stop worrying about Grant. I'm telling you, they all go through the same period where they need to prove they still have it. It's male menopause. And believe me, it happens to men a lot quicker than to women. About the time their voices change.
Oh, it's just not fair, is it, Helen? Man gets gray, he gets lines in his face, and everyone just says he's distinguished looking.
Yeah. And we're just over the hill.
I'm trying to hold it together. I tell you, I'm really trying, Helen. Sometimes I just feel like I'm gonna crack.
It's okay, honey.
I hate being like this.
I know, I understand.
Do you?
What can I do for you, ladies?
Grow old.
I'm at my wit's end with you.
What am I gonna do with you, Mark? I've talked to you over and over again about taking things that aren't yours. Now look at this tape recorder. It's clearly marked school property, Mark.
Big deal.
I don't understand you. We try to give you everything.
Sure, everything.
You are grounded. No more soccer.
Mom,
And no more movies.
But that's not
I'm not
fair.
through talking to you, young man. You stay right here. I'll be right back.
Don't hurry.
Hello?
Steph, did I catch you at a bad time?
Brainy? How is it I always seem to know when you're going to call me? How are you? Where are you? I'm in London, having another boring champagne reception. What are you doing? Contemplating suicide. What? Why, I tell you, sometimes I think you're really lucky not to have kids. Are you kidding? You're the lucky one? I mean it. I'm more than just a little jealous of you. Me? You jealous of me? Sometimes. But listen to me. Can I tear you away from it all? What are you talking about? How would you like to come to Venice? Venice? Venice, California, or Venice, Venice? The real thing. There's this friend of mine, Princess Alessandra. She's generous, she's kind, she's lovely.
And filthy rich, you say in your tongue, dear.
And she's filthy rich, she says. But she's much more than that. She's really wonderful. And she has this fabulous palazzo in Venice, and she's dying to give us a birthday party. But so soon. The wonderful thing about the whole thing is that it's carnival time in Venice, and everybody walks around in medieval costumes. What do you think? Sounds wonderful. But I can't. I can't. I've already bought you an airplane ticket. You can pick it up at the airport. Brini, you don't have to pay for my airplane ticket. I know what a professor's salary is like. Now, come on, Steph. We haven't spent a birthday together in years. I just don't see how I can. Grant's working on a new research project, and he's working night and day. I can't just go dump the kids on him and go. It's only for a couple of days. Out of a whole lifetime. I've always wanted to see Venice. You'll love it. It's gorgeous. Oh. I gotta think about it. Can I call you back? Only if the answer is yes. I'll call you back. Bye. All right, bye.
What did she say?
She's worried about her husband.
Really? I never worry about mine. Of course, he died 2 years ago.
Let me show you this.
My friends have agreed to pay cash.
Oh, good. Let's be sure they live up to the rest of the terms, because if they don't, it could get messy.
First class merchandise?
Guaranteed. It's coming from Italy. Reliable as holy water.
Lovely vase, isn't it?
Is it frightfully expensive?
Oh, yes. But I know you'll want it.
How much?
30,000 pounds. For this absolutely useless piece of beauty.
That's what I was. Once. Oh, I'll take it.
I knew you would. Brian, darling, would you be very careful about packing this beautiful vase for Lady Jason?
Oh, dear. It is such a lovely vase. You know, I really feel as if I'm selling my only child. Which, of course, I would, if the price is right.
Don't forget the check.
Into the office,
Into the office.
Lovely party.
Oh, Richard, I am so bored with the art world and the people in it. I could scream.
Save your screaming for later, darling.
It's been a very tedious
Just the
week,
two of
Richard.
us. A quiet evening. Well, not too quiet.
You're very quiet tonight.
That's because I have nothing to say. I think I need some air.
What do you think you're doing?
Breathing.
Don't wear yourself up. Yet.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Thurkel.
Oh, sorry, madam, I didn't expect you so early. Evening, Mr. Blackwell.
Evening, Mrs. Thurgood. That'll be all for tonight.
Madam?
Thank you, Mrs. Thurgood.
Good night, then.
Richard, do you mind very much? I just don't feel like it tonight. It's been a long day and an even longer year.
Well, having headaches wasn't part of the deal when I set you up.
The gallery was a very good investment for you, Richard, and you do get your fair share.
Once a week is hardly fair.
Don't be vulgar.
As I recall, there are times when you prefer it that way, dear one.
Not tonight.
Tomorrow I'm leaving for New York. A whole month. I deserve a proper goodbye.
Richard, what would you say if I bought you out of the gallery? I'll pay you back every penny.
This house, too? Hmm? The rolls? These pretty little numbers? It's been a long time since you had to do with that, Sabrina.
I like you, Richard. I like you a lot. And sometimes I even get pleasure from sleeping with you. A great deal of pleasure.
Thank you.
But you don't own me. Nobody owns me, no matter how much they've invested.
Well, aren't you the lady of the manor? You should have explained that to me before you took my money. Even the girls in Soho do that much love.
I'm afraid it's time for you to go.
Not yet, thank you. I haven't collected the rent.
Oh, you bastard!
DNA containing a growth gene was injected into one of the mother's eggs. When they were born, 6 of her brood remained normal. But good old Goliath here, grew to be this size. I'm afraid none of his old clothes will fit him anymore. We changed the message delivered by the double helix that makes up the genetic instructions. But our research has just barely scratched the surface. Breaking through these barriers is a very slow process. And it had gotten to the point where Professor Adams and I felt that we needed help. Am I right, Harold?
All the help we can get.
That's right. So, I invited a gentleman to join us from the Moscow Institute of Science, who has become world-renowned for his genetic research. Professor Dmitry Skolnikov. Skolnikov. Demi.
Спасибо. Thank you, Professor Roberts. This breaking through these barriers, I do not make alone. Grant Roberts, he's the one does most of this breaking. So when he invited me to join him, such an honor I cannot refuse. I think maybe you have never heard about Moscow Institute. We don't play Notre Dame. Notre Dame. But other places we make progress. If DNA can make this Goliath grow so big, is it possible that it can stop cancer cells from growing at all? So soon we find this out. So soon more lives we save. It is a race against time. No country, I tell you, no nation can afford to boycott this race. It is the human race.
Okay. Gary, any calls?
No, it's been quiet. Except for Rita McMillan. She's in your office.
Rita, what for?
She insisted you told her to wait for you there after class today.
I never told her that.
Hello, Professor. I didn't think you'd mind if I dropped in for a few minutes to discuss my grades.
Rita, I've got a lot of work to do now. You can call and make an appointment, like all the other students. Please, get out.
All the way out?
Yes, of course, all the way out.
If you insist.
Oh, damn it, Rita.
I won't graduate. And I have to graduate. I'll do anything to graduate.
How about studying?
How about this?
Don't.
Don't you want me?
I don't want you kicked out of school. And me along with you. Get dressed. And, just get out, please.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know why I did it. My parents saved for years to send me to college. And I must graduate. For them.
Rita, I'm very sorry about your parents, but I'm sure they'd like you to have an education. Not just a piece of paper.
But some of the girls told me. No, well, not, in this department. But in some.
Hmm?
Well, their professors are very friendly. So I thought maybe you know what I mean.
Oh, Rita, you're a bright girl. You don't need to sell yourself to get ahead. Believe me, in the long run, it's your brain that counts, not your horizontal abilities.
If you knew what you were throwing away, you'd kill yourself.
Rita. And if you'd put as much effort into your studies as you do into these little performances, you would be Phi Beta Kappa with oak leaf clusters. Stefanie?
Grant?
Oh, Steph, I'm home.
I wasn't expecting you for dinner.
I finished early. I tried to call you, but the line was busy. I have a little surprise for you. I want you to meet... Dmitri, come in. What? It's Professor Skolnikov. My wife.
Hello.
Oh, hello. I'm sorry. I'm so unprepared.
Don't worry, madame. You look charming.
I invited Dimmy for dinner.
Dinner?
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's what I was calling about. I'm sure we'll manage.
Perhaps another night would be more convenient.
No. Stephanie's a whiz at this. She just stretches things out a little bit, right, huh?
Sure. No, it's no problem.
Great. You see, can I pour you a drink? Yeah. Come in here.
Grant, could I have a word with you?
Mm-hmm. Right there. You see, there's the bar, and there's a large bottle of vodka.
Oh, vodka, wonderful.
Well, before you get too excited, ours comes from Puerto Rico.
Oh, you see, today Puerto Rico, tomorrow, well, excuse me.
I'll be right there, Dimmy.
Boy, your timing is just great.
I can't seem to do anything right with you these days, can I?
Neither can your son.
What does that mean?
That means that he's stealing again. And you've got to find some time to talk to him. It's serious.
Stefanie, can you please try not to get hysterical tonight while we have a guest in the house, all right? I will talk to Mark.
All right.
Fine. Dimmy!
Nice to have met you, Mr. Professor. Come in. Come in.
How to get good grades. Lesson 1, go to bed with Professor Grant Roberts.
How can you believe in me?
I don't know what to believe anymore. Once I even believed you loved me.
I do love
Why do I always feel so alone? Do you know how long it's been since we made love? Do you?
What's happening to us?
I don't know. Do you know how much money we have in the bank? $820.
Right.
And we need new rugs and a new car. And you know how long it's been since we had a vacation together?
Do I have to remind you again about a professor's salary?
No, you don't have to explain. But you could take that job at Marlin Chemical. Do you know how much they'd pay to have you?
Right, and spend the rest of my life analyzing lipstick. It's not exactly my field.
Except after class.
I've told you there's nothing to that. Steph, look, I've heard that Chancellor Webster might be asking me to head up the new research center. If he does that, it could mean a lot more money.
It's not just the money. It's me. Maybe it's us. Maybe we need some time to be away from each other so we can get back to the way we were. I just don't know what I'm doing here anymore.
Go on.
I need to get away from New Jersey. I want to see some new things and meet different people.
You've been talking to your sister again, haven't you, huh?
She invited me to go to Venice and spend our birthday together. She paid for a ticket and everything.
Look, you need to see your sister, you go right ahead. I can't stop you. But if what you really want is a divorce, at least have the courage to say so.
and Dad getting divorced?
Baby, what are you doing up at this hour?
Are you and Dad getting divorced? Oh. Tell me the truth.
The truth? Your dad and I are having some problems. It happens sometimes to married people.
And why do people get married?
We'll talk about it in the morning.
Oh, Dad.
No, go on. Go to bed. Night. Hello? Greenie, hi.
Hi.
Guess what?
What?
I can come.
Oh, that's fabulous.
You worked it out with Grant?
Steph?
Well, he sort of worked it out all by himself.
Oh,
that's wonderful. I knew he would. Now listen, when you arrive, Princess Alessandra's launch will pick you up. Her what? Her launch. It's Venice. The streets are underwater. Sort of like New Jersey, when the sewers back up. Don't remind me. It's going to be wonderful. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be wonderful. Well, I'll see you there.
Yeah.
Bye. Bon voyage. Bye-bye.
Oh, fabulous. My sister's gonna meet me in Venice.
Oh, I wish I could go.
I'm sorry I have to be in New York. Goodbye, love.
Goodbye, Richard. Have a nice trip.
At least you'll have Brian with you to keep you company.
I will.
Do you mean I can go?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Richard.
Enjoy it.
Venice!
What happens if she tumbles onto something important?
We'll have to do something about it then, won't we?
But I thought she was your lady.
Don't worry. I'll bring her roses.
I almost forgot what you looked like. Come on.
Hello. Ciao.
This is our hostess, the absolutely royal Princess Alessandra.
Hello.
How do you do?
Ah.
Champagne?
Thank you.
But she's so charming. And you even wear the same colors. Welcome to Venice.
And this is Brian Foxwell, my right arm.
Who runs the gallery and tries to run my life.
Which certainly is not easy. It's wonderful to meet you. I've heard so much about you.
It's awfully nice to meet you, Brian. And it's wonderful to meet a real princess.
Oh, figurati. Don't be so impressed.
Do sit down.
I was only a singer in a nightclub when I met my prince under the fountains in Tivoli. From musical notes to banknotes. That's life, my dear.
This is a magnificent house. It just takes your breath away.
I know. When I dream of being a great actress, I lived in one room near the studios of Cinecittà. So small I could only cook the short pasta, le penne. Then I married this charming old Italian prince on his last fling. I helped him fling it.
He's gone?
Si, gone. My poor darling Lecce. Unfortunately, his eyes were bigger than his stomach. But he left me this lovely palazzo and more lira than I can spend in a lifetime. Although I am making an effort. Oh, next Saturday, I will give the biggest carnival ball for your birthday. Everything will be authentic 16th century. Oh, except for me, of course. But you are as young as you feel, I keep telling myself. I will invite every handsome man in Venice. Take your pick, darling. Just leave one. No, make it two. For me.
This is crazy. No, this is carnival. Now, do you want to tell me what's the matter? What do you mean? I mean, do you want to talk about what's bothering you? It's me, remember? I can feel when something's wrong. I don't know, Brady, maybe life just didn't turn out the way I thought it would be. Well, what did you think it would be? Maybe I expected too much. Maybe you did. Then I got a note saying that he's sleeping with his students. And you believed it? Oh, he doesn't seem to be interested in me anymore. Do you have any idea who wrote the note? Grant thinks it's one of his students called Rita McMillan. I wish I could fly away with him. Look at these. Oh, do you think they're very expensive? Let me buy them for Penny. I want to buy her a present anyway. No, Breedy, you don't have to do that. I want to. Now, what about Mark? Oh, he'd go crazy for one of these masks. Oh, look at that. Then we'll take it. And now that the children are taken care of, what about their mother? I don't need anything, Breeny. Welcome to Italy, Mom. Oh, I wish I were more like you. Don't envy me, Steph. You don't know anything about my life, really. I don't have very much. You have a husband, children. You don't know how many times I envy you. Look at me. We're twins. And I look like an old shoe compared to you. That's because you don't seem to care anymore. That's all. I know.
Signore, siamo arrivati.
Is there a drinking fountain somewhere around here? What's that? Oh, just a way to get through the day. Really? What? You won't need these anymore. Mr. Frascari and his entire salon are awaiting us, and boy, do they have work to do. Don't argue.
Attention, please. Silenzio.
Hey!
It's time to blow out the candles.
Where are the birthday girls?
Stefanie, what have you done to yourself?
Nothing, Brian. I'm Sabrina.
Non posso crederlo. They are so beautiful. They are so incredible alike.
It is really, truthfully, impossible to tell you apart. Good heavens, that really could be embarrassing. I mean, if I was in love with a twin.
Well, girls, whoever you are, whichever you are, close your eyes, make a wish, and then blow out the candles.
Come on. Don't forget the wish.
Will you tell us what you wish for?
I wished for health, happiness, and the avoidance of tax.
Now I know. That's one, Sabrina. And Stefanie. You are Stefanie, are you not?
I certainly am. I wish this night would never end. I wish no one would ever grow old, and I wished I was Sabrina. God help you.
As your fairy godmother, I grant every one of your wishes.
But be careful, or they may come true.
Everyone choose partners. And in honor of the ancient tradition of the Carnival of Venice, let us see how many of us can wind up with each other without knowing who is behind the mask. It is so much more interesting.
I'm amazed.
Sabrina!
Excuse me.
Something's happening. I can feel it in the air. But I gotta keep on dancing to keep it together. Something's giving. I can feel it deep inside. But I gotta keep on dancing to keep it together.
Sabrina?
What?
May I have the honor of your beauty for this dance, please?
Oh, no, I'm not a senorita. I'm married.
This is Venice. Ah, you're afraid of the unknown, huh? Okay. Come.
Don't let it stop. Riding high, high, high. Don't let it stop. 'Cause I wanna touch the sky. I wanna live this lifetime. Yeah. Don't let it be.
amico. Have you got the goods?
Eccolo qui. Prima qualità.
$100,000, d'accordo?
No, non d'accordo, ma non basta.
Oh, that is the deal.
Ma no, ma cosa tu dici? Ma che ma io non capisco, $250.000 tu me l'hai detto. Ma cosa fai?
Shall I call you tomorrow, Sabrina?
No.
Ciao.
Hi.
Ciao, amore.
Ciao.
Ciao. Well, I guess you had a good time. Oh, no. I had more than just a good time. I had the most wonderful time. The most wonderful time of my life. Woo! Whee! And you know what was great about it? I explained to him very carefully that I wasn't you, I was Stefanie. Then a little while later, I said I was really joking and I really was Sabrina. And you know what he said? He said he didn't care. Oh, the carnival went on, and we danced and danced. It isn't like dancing with your husband. It's so much fun. Well, Cinderella, the sun is up, and you better get some rest. We both have planes to catch. Oh, let's miss them. What? I'm having too good a time, Brainy. I don't want to go back to that life yet. I think what you've had is too much wine. I haven't had enough. Oh, Brainy, I don't want to go home yet. Please say I don't have to go home yet. I'm not exactly thrilled to go back to my life either. Then think of something. You're the one who always came up with the good ideas. Think of something, Brainy. You can do it. You're thinking. Stop it. I know that look. It's just like when we were 6 years old and you glued us together so we could be Siamese twins. Mother had a fit. Were you really serious about your birthday wish? Every word of it. You really want to be me? Of course. Have you got an idea? I don't know yet. What would you think about really becoming me? And you'd become me? Are you serious? Very. Just for 1 week. To try a different lifestyle. But you couldn't possibly want my way of life. Oh, I don't know. I've always wondered what it would be like to have a real family. You can have London and everything that goes with it. What do you think? Don't you want a little adventure in your life? You're the one who didn't want to go home. What about the children? They like me.
I've always gotten along with them. And I've been in your house enough times to know your routine. And Grant, well, you said yourself you weren't sleeping together. He's sleeping on the couch. For 1 week, I should be able to handle him. I don't seem to be able to. You know, maybe I could even find out if he's really playing around. Let's do it. You make it all sound so easy. Do you really think I could get away with it? Of course you can. You fooled Princess Alessandra. You even fooled Brian. You can do it. I don't smoke. You'll have to get used to that. I do. And you have to get used to that. You better fake it. Can you still forge my name? I did on most of your math exams, otherwise you'd be in 3rd grade. Now, we will have to exchange all kinds of things like checkbooks and charge cards and everything. Everything. Do you really think I can run the gallery? You studied as much art as I did in school. The art world is 90% hot air anyway. You can fake that too. I do. Well, what about the business, the details? Don't worry about a thing. Brian handles most of that for me anyway. And he's a darling. You'll love him. Your hair and makeup isn't exactly like mine yet. We'll have to fix that. How will I know your friends? What to do? I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to cancel our plane reservations and leave tomorrow. We'll spend the rest of the day and the whole night comparing notes. Ooh, this is going to be fun. Breenie, how many men are you involved with in London? Only one, seriously. And he's in New York for a whole month. We got to be very careful about details. Oh, give me your wedding ring. I haven't had this off since I was married. Come on. Oh. Breenie, I love the idea. I really, really do, but I just don't think I can go through with it. Are you crazy? Do you know how many women in the whole world look enough alike to exchange lives? You may be the first housewife in suburbia to make it over the wall. I want to. I really want to. I just don't know if I can do it. This could be the most exciting time of our lives. Don't blow it. Do it. I'm beginning to feel like I'm 6 years old again. Just imagine, tomorrow we're gonna wake up and be someone else. Oh, I'm so excited. And so scared. But mainly excited.
For Grand Rapids, Flint, and Cleveland. Now ready for boarding on the E-Concourse Gate E7.
Mark! Penny!
Hey, Mom! Hi, Mom! I sure missed you, Mom. Me too. What did you do, Mom? You don't look like yourself.
I cut my hair. And Aunt Sabrina helped me with my makeup.
You look just great.
No, she doesn't. She looks beautiful.
Grant.
Hi. I missed you.
You did. Enough to help me with my luggage. Oh, you guys, I've got a lot of presents for you.
How nice to be home in damp old England.
These last items are for commercial use?
Sabrina, this gentleman has just ruined my little surprise with a few knickknacks for the gallery. How lovely that antiques are duty-free.
Duty-free or not, sir. You'll have to fill out these forms.
What a bore.
Do you want me to wait out in the car?
No. I'll take a taxi. You get along home and get your beauty sleep. Not that you need it. See you in the morning. Why are the English so tedious?
In the morning.
Do you want a taxi, miss?
Why have a chauffeur? Blue eyes, mustache. Blue eyes, mustache. Roger?
Beg pardon, madam. The name's Geoffrey.
Miss Longworth, welcome home.
Roger.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
The Rolls is right outside. Shall I take the long way home?
Please.
Flag's flying, madam. Queen came home this morning.
I know exactly how she feels.
Welcome back, madam.
Thank you, Mrs. Thurkell. It's nice to be home.
Is something wrong, madam?
No.
You're not a bit the girl who left here.
I'm not.
Are you well? You seem awfully pale. I know what it is. It's that Italian food. All tomatoes and soggy pasta things. No nourishment at all. Now, I've prepared you some lovely English food. Steak and kidney pudding, jam roly-poly, your favourites.
Well,
let me fix you a tray. It'll do you the world of good.
Oh, I'm not really very hungry.
I insist.
On second thought, Mrs. Thurkell, I don't really seem to be very hungry at all. I don't think I'll eat after all.
Well, begging your pardon, madam, but when you come back from the continent, you usually have an appetite like a horse. Must be your stomach.
My stomach's fine.
You saw the doctor about it last month.
Yes, well, he cured me.
Doctors never cure you. They keep you at death's door until they get rich or you get bedded, whichever comes first. Are you sure you won't eat something?
Yes, I'm positive.
It's all those tomatoes.
Good night, Mrs. Thurkell.
Good night.
fried chicken the other night for dinner. It's in the refrigerator if you're hungry. Yes, I think I remember it in the refrigerator.
Mom, we missed you so much.
Oh, thank you, darling. It's good to be home.
I hope you mean that.
Dad's been planning to play Mr. Mom.
Sheesh.
Can we have our presents now?
It's late. Oh, all right, here. That's for you, that's for you. But you better open them in the morning, okay? Oh, all right. Go on upstairs and at least get changed for bed. Go on, up.
Who are you?
What?
The way you are with the kids. The way you look. You're like a new woman.
Do you like her?
Depends. Does she like me?
Well,
Seriously, I think I can find one piece of chicken that's not turned green yet if you want to.
No, I'm really not hungry. I want to get to sleep in my own bed.
Don't let the kids fool you with this holier-than-thou routine. I finally had a little talk with Mark about his stealing.
Oh.
I'm not so sure it took, though. Yeah. And Penny is still trying to find every excuse she can for getting out of school. That's a bit tougher. I haven't solved that
Well,
one.
maybe I can help Mom now. I'm off the pills.
Great.
I can see things a lot clearer now.
Steph, what about us?
Brad, I think probably...
I came home from the lab early today to get everything cleaned in the house for you, including Mark. And that wasn't very easy, as you can imagine.
You've changed, too.
Well, I didn't have much choice, did I?
That deserves a present.
For me?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Lucretia Borgia, she's still in business?
No, Luigi Borgia. He makes the best pipes in Venice.
Oh, it's a pipe. Oh. I thought you used to tell everybody that I look stupid with the pipe. Ooh, this is great, yeah. How does this look?
Stupid?
You know, it's not just your hair and makeup. Your eyes look different.
Well, I feel a lot better.
You're smiling more.
Am I?
Mm-hmm. Am I getting the right message?
I need a little more time.
What for?
Well, I want to get used to all of this all over again.
How much time do you need?
I don't know.
Well, what do you want me to do?
Be patient.
Right. Look, thanks for the pipe.
Dad, what you doing?
But don't worry. Everything's gonna be all right.
Sometimes I don't feel like growing up.
I know what you mean.
Sorry to disturb you, madam.
Oh, yes.
The lad who delivered this said it was to be opened at once, seeing as it's late for your birthday.
Did he say who sent it?
No, madam. There's no card.
It's a surprise. I love surprises. Oh, Mrs. Thurkle,
Where did you put my nightgowns? I can't seem to find any.
Madam, you have no nightgowns. You always sleep stark naked. Not very dignified, as I've often told you.
Well, I quite agree. I've decided to change my mind. I thought I bought some before I left. We have to go shopping, Mrs. Thurkle.
And about time, too.
Good night.
Night.
Hello.
Sabrina, it's Carlo.
Yes.
Do you accept my apology?
Your apology?
My little gift.
Oh, yes, it's beautiful.
I was certain you would. You have made me very happy. Ci vediamo domani, okay?
What? I'm not sure I understand.
I'm very sure. Domani mattina. Ciao, amore. Ciao, ciao.
I'm so glad you forgive me. All of you is as beautiful as I remember.
Sei la più bella del mondo. E sei il mio grande amore. Sai...
You gotta get out of here.
Get out. I don't understand. Sabrina, amore mio grande. This is not like you.
Oh, well, you surprised me. You should have let me know you were coming. You should have warned me.
But I did. With a necklace.
Oh. Oh. Yes, it was beautiful.
Like you.
Huh?
It has been too long, Sabrina. Too long.
No.
No? What's wrong? For so long we were more than lovers. We were friends. We laughed together. We played together. And when we fight, it was for the sweetness of making up. Have you forgotten? Eh?
No, I haven't forgotten. But
But what? Last night you said you forgive me.
I do. I forgive you. It's just that I'm not the same person I was. Sometimes people change, that's it. I've changed.
Of course. How foolish of me to believe I can come back into your life just like that. I'm too Italian, Sabrina. I know. I'm too Italian. We'll take things slowly. Much more slowly, okay?
Okay.
Till tonight. Ciao.
I'm late. The omelet's really great, Mom.
Sit down at the table, Mark.
What for?
Because your omelet is almost ready.
We haven't had that for a long time.
Well, you need a hot breakfast.
You feel all right, Mom?
I feel fine.
I almost forgot your birthday present.
Oh, that's all right, darling. My birthday's over.
But we didn't get to be with you. Happy birthday, Mom. It isn't very good, but I painted it myself.
Let's take a look. Oh, Penny, that's great. I didn't know you had so much talent.
I wish you could tell that to Mrs. Wadsworth. She doesn't like the way I paint or anything else I do. I want to use these puppets in the arts festival. I'm sure she'll hate them.
Maybe I should talk to her then.
You will?
Mm-hmm.
You never did that before.
Well, isn't it about time I did?
Oh, Mommy, you are different. I know you don't smoke, Mom, but ashtrays are the only thing I learned how to make in class. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Mark. That's great. Oh, look, it's got your thumbprint on it. That's fabulous. I love it. Thank you.
I'm glad you like it, Mom.
All right, kids, it's getting late. Let's go. It's carpool time, and Mr. Mom is driving today. I've sort of gotten into the habit. Come on. Switch your coats on. Let's go. I thought things would be a little hectic the first morning back.
Oh, yes, thanks.
I'll see you.
Bye. Oh. Didn't fool you for a minute, did I?
Excuse me. Could you tell me which way to the student store?
Stefanie?
What kind of a game are you playing? You're right in front of it.
Oh, I just wanted to see if you recognized me.
Helen? Hello, Helen. I almost didn't. What have you done to yourself?
You like it?
Boy, oh boy, you make me feel older than ever. As if that were possible. You must have had some time with your sister.
Oh, it had
Wonderful. I can see that. Listen, you have to tell me everything about what you did in Venice. I mean everything. Especially what you're ashamed of. Stefanie, would you like some coffee?
Oh, I'd love some.
Black.
Black.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Helen.
So how goes it with Grant?
Good. Better.
Good. I'm really glad to hear that. Stefanie, have you heard any of the latest campus rumors? Well, I hope I'm not talking out of school, but if there is anything to it, I thought you should hear about it ahead of time.
What are they saying?
Well, since you ask, there is a rumor that some co-ed is writing anonymous notes to Chancellor Webster about a professor who seems to be trading grades for sex.
Did they mention anybody's name?
Only one, Professor Grant Roberts. Since that Newsweek piece, he's become a celebrity. If the press got hold of this, they'd have a field day.
Do you think it's true, Helen?
Well, you know him better than I do. Do you think he might?
Maybe it has something to do with that Rita McMillan.
I wouldn't put anything past her.
What do you think I should do, Helen?
I tell everybody the truth. Since you've been back, you've been keeping him so busy he doesn't have any time for extracurricular activities. I'm sure that's why you look so good.
Stefanie, telephone.
Excuse me.
It's London.
Thank you. Hello.
Brainy, I wanted to call you when you were away from the house. How's it going?
Okay. So far, so good.
And the kids?
Oh, they're great. I love them.
And Grant?
Well, there are some problems.
Same here. Who is Carlo?
Carlo?
Uh-huh.
Is he back?
He certainly is. He tried to take a shower with me this morning.
We had an affair a little while ago. He's a crazy Italian. Don't get near him.
Oh, but he sent the most beautiful sapphire necklace. Oh.
Give it back.
Do I have to?
Yes, you have to. Tell him it's over. He's only interested in one thing, and he'll think you're me.
Well, then it won't count, will it?
Steph.
Oh, don't worry, Brainy. I wouldn't have the courage to anyway.
You gotta get rid of him.
But he keeps calling.
What I wouldn't give for a cigarette. All right, listen. You just stall him until next week. And then I'll deal with him when I get home.
Oh, that's not going to be easy. I gotta go now. Brian's coming. I'll talk to you later, okay? Bye.
Greenie.
Brian, can I help?
No, no, don't you dirty your pretty hands with this. It's just those knickknacks I picked up in Venice.
Oh, I'd like to help.
No, no, it's a surprise. Oh, Greenie, please, don't spoil it. Curiosity killed the cat. Huh?
Steph, have you seen my bow tie? I can't seem to find it anywhere.
Have you checked the pockets of your jacket?
Jacket? Witchcraft. You look sensational. Is that a new dress?
It's one of the ones Sabrina gave me.
Ah.
You don't think it's overdoing it for a faculty party, do you?
Well, I can't speak for the rest of the faculty, but I can tell you what it's doing to one of its professors. You know, you may be able to afford your own wardrobe soon. I've heard that Chancellor Webster is going to offer me that job tonight. And if he does, tomorrow you may be talking to the head of the new research center.
Oh, Grant, I'm so happy for you.
I'm happy for us.
Us? Yes, of course, us.
Stephanie, I don't understand something here. For the past week, you've been just wonderful to the kids, and we have been getting along better than we ever have.
I need a necklace.
But for some reason, I'm still sleeping on the couch. Now, when are we going to stop playing these little games and start acting like husband and wife again? We have to talk about this.
What about this necklace?
I haven't worn that necklace in years. Why tonight?
Well, why not tonight? Come on, we'll be late. Oh, Carlo, I had a lovely time. Thank you for a beautiful evening. Good night.
You cannot say good night. The evening is not yet beautiful.
Wait a minute, Carlo. Don't spoil everything. Please, say good night.
That would spoil it. Sabrina, what's wrong? I don't recognize you.
But you said you wanted to go to dinner. We did. We talked for hours. Carlo, it's over. There isn't any more.
No, there is so much more for us.
But you're married.
Every Italian man is married. No one notices.
What if I said I wasn't the woman you thought I was?
The woman you are tonight is all I want.
Carlo, you said you wouldn't rush me.
All right. I will not rush you. But you must still give me a chance. I bought a magnificent villa in Rome. Will you come there with me?
Why?
To see. Tell me how to decorate. The work you do so well. Give me just one day with you in Rome. Do what you want. And then, if it is still no, you go home. Alone.
And you?
I probably kill myself.
Oh, Carlo, I really do like you. I don't want to hurt you.
Then come. Tomorrow we leave.
Tomorrow, I can't. Tomorrow, next week.
Next week?
Mm-hmm.
Why must I wait till next week?
Because I'll be a completely different person then. I promise. All right?
Next week.
Goodbye.
Goodbye? It's not goodbye. We will see each other soon, won't we?
Good night, then.
Good night.
As Chancellor of this university, I am honored to welcome such a distinguished scientist as Professor Skalnikov to our campus.
Thank you, thank you. I'm very happy to be in America.
How's the DNA research coming?
Far more rapidly than in Moscow.
Really? Why's that?
It is because of your Professor Roberts. From him, I learn very much.
No, I'm learning just as much from him. It's a free exchange of information.
Of course. I'll have a word with you, Grant.
Certainly, Bill.
Steph. This could be it. Keep your fingers crossed. Listen. While I'm playing hard to get, would you introduce Dimmy to the rest of the faculty members? He hardly knows anyone here.
Sure.
Thanks.
Dimmy. Won't you come this way?
Pravda is right. You can starve in America.
Hi, Stefanie.
Oh, hello.
Never more to the city, would you?
Who's that?
Oh, no one important.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello, Steph. Aren't you going to introduce us to our visitor?
Oh, yes, of course. Dimi, these are my friends.
Hello.
I've got a good idea. Why don't we just all introduce ourselves the way they do in Russia?
What part of Russia?
I'm Betty Webster, the Chancellor's wife, Professor. Introductions are my duty.
Hi, Stefanie. I thought I'd bring good old Harold over just to save Dmitri from the savages.
Dr. Adams. It's very good to finally get away from the research, isn't it?
It certainly is.
They pretend they don't, but they all love it. At least I know Harold does. He's never at home. I don't know exactly what it is they do, but they couldn't do it without Harold.
Oh, Helen, please.
Oh, Harold, it's true. You know it is. Isn't it, Professor?
Absolutely. I don't know how Grant and I could do it without our helpful assistant.
Why, thank you.
Come, we'll have a drink and forget about the research.
Yeah, about time, too.
Harold's really much more than an assistant, even though he looks like an unmade bed. One he hardly ever gets into. Stefanie, isn't that Rena McMillan over there? Well, she really gets around, doesn't she?
Yes, she does. Would you excuse me for a minute?
Oh, Steph, come over here. I want you to hear this. Chancellor Webster has just asked me whether or not I'd be interested in heading up the new research center.
Of course, there'll be a considerable increase in salary.
I'll try not to let that influence me, sir.
Grant, there is just one problem we have to discuss first.
What's that?
I don't mean to be rude, but, Grant, I wonder if we might discuss this alone.
Oh, sir.
No. Stephanie and I, we have no secrets from each other, right?
All right. I want you to understand something. Jim Nolan, the chairman of the Board of Trustees, is a bit old-fashioned.
Yes, I've heard that.
He doesn't like the idea of a Russian in your laboratory.
Bill, Dimmy and I are studying the growth effects of certain cells. And according to our research, it doesn't seem to make a damn bit of difference whether those cells are Russian or American.
Jim Nolan is the research center's single biggest contributor. Without him, there is no center. Don't make this another crusade.
Why the hell shouldn't I? What is this, a university or a political
It's
organization?
a university and it's politics. You know the facts of life, Grant. I don't want to do this any more than you do, but it's got to be done. You're going to have to explain to Professor Skolnikov that now is just not the right time for him to be here.
If we don't learn to get along with them real soon, there isn't going to be any time left for either of us. There isn't going to be any world left either. Any idiot can see that.
Professor Roberts, I don't want to have to consider someone else for the job.
Well, you just better start considering it, because I'm not sure that I want to have anything to do with a university that puts bigotry above science. Excuse me, I want to get a breath of fresh air, darling. I'm sorry about your new wardrobe, but well, I'm just not going to dump Dimitri.
You were wonderful.
What?
You were wonderful. I'm behind you 100%.
Well, you do realize I may not have a job tomorrow, don't you?
Well, I'm sure there are lots of universities looking for Christopher Columbus. Huh?
How long is it since I gave you that pretzel necklace?
What?
No, it was raining just like tonight. It was down the road past the campus to the old barn. October, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah? It was cold. We ran like hell from the car into that barn. It was an A moon, remember? I had this great bottle of wine, and I was just as scared as you were. I opened up that bag of pretzels and dumped them into the dirt. But without missing a beat, I spelled out I love you with them. As if I had planned the whole thing. You know, I got a blanket in the back here. Let's see if we can find an old barn somewhere. I want to make love to you like it was the first time.